How'd it look on the phone?
I thought it was great. It was a great touch. Yeah, so it was awesome. I was so happy, and it was such a, even the controversy, like, okay, you know, we're Miami, and you know what? It happens, and we are still going to rise above it, and you know, we just got to be really happy for those student athletes and those coaches that stepped up.
Have you ever seen anything like that?
No. No. And it was the 9 minutes of just sitting there was, I mean, nobody was healthy. It was the faces on the sidelines, and I got up the next morning and watched the whole game over again just because I couldn't believe it when I got my power back. So that was awesome. It was awesome, and it was just like, it's just so, I mean, you could have sat down the night before and said, well, the outcome of this game, what would be the best, what would be the worst? But nobody would have ever said controversial win in Miami's favor. It just wouldn't have happened.
So no part of you as a dude who was
no part of me.
Upset.
Not one part.
Very, very careful how I ask this.
So I'm supposing I'm going to be careful how I answer it.
We talk about officials too much in sports now. Like you go back to the NBA playoffs, you know, people were charting how a certain referee had 13 consecutive road games.
Yeah.
Every week, there's something in football.
Right.
Browns yesterday, everyone said they got that wrong. Can we just talk about officials too much now? I mean, aren't they supposed to be kind of nameless, faceless sort of characters?
Yeah, I don't even think you have to be careful there. I think officials feel the same way. I don't think they want to be the story of the game. There could be a few exceptions, like there is in coaching as well. But, you know, for me, I even think I want it to always be about the players, not even the coaches. I mean, I want it to be about the players that are on the field or on the court 100% of the time. We had a scrimmage yesterday, closed to the media, and but we had officials here, and they're great people. I mean, they sit and talk about, did you think I got that one wrong? And I'm like, well, I apologize to you. I'm in February form right now, and it's November. I'm screaming at the refs at a scrimmage. You know, I just think that the good ones just, they don't. The last thing you want to do is as a coach or an official is be the reason that something bad came about. And so the replay is just, you know, I don't want to get on a soapbox, but replay has added a lot of pressure and a lot of, and if we're still not getting things right with the replay, and it's just added an extra edge to the people involved. It's tough job.
If you're not getting things right with the replay, why do they monitor?
There's just more stress and more pressure, and then if the outcomes aren't that significant, I think it's they're all of a sudden the World Series. Everybody's on, you know, now all of a sudden the ump is on a big screen, and I don't think the ump wanted to be on the big screen, but it's happening. So
What did you learn yesterday that you didn't already know about your team?
we can fight. Yeah, I thought we were going to be a little soft. You know, you have a team that has great time per touch and great pace and great tempo, then you figure the first time you get after somebody, we're going to want to be playing free, and, you know, and everyone's just cutting and not bumping cutters and no physicality. And I was impressed and happy with the physicality that we played with.
How did the Dutch do it?
They did well. You know, they came in and shared the ball right away. You know, didn't try to do too much right away, and I think we're all really comfortable with them. They just make us a lot more settled.
Will they get much playing time this season?
They will get a lot of playing time.
What do they contribute?
First of all, they're awesome kids. I mean, adults. Sorry, I say kids because I feel like they're my family. That's why I say I don't look at them as 8-year-olds. But they are amazing people that will bring a new wrinkle. Like, there's a play we've run for 1,000,000 years, and they've already had me kind of tweak it a little bit based on some of the experience and success they had off of a different action out of that play, which is hilariously fun when two freshmen come up to you and go, hey, we have an idea. I'm like, wow, yeah, that's pretty cool. We ran this in Spain at the European Championships. Wow, okay. So those kind of things are happening, and it's awesome. And so they bring that. They bring a maturity. They do not play like freshmen. And, you know, they also have a great respect for their teammates, and they're not overdoing it. And, you know, they will when the game's on the line. But right now I still think they're integrating and being very respectful of this program and the wins that we had.
What's it say about their comfort level that, I mean, they're trying to get used to a new culture, new everything in their lives, yet they're still comfortable enough to come up to you and say, "We had a thought."
Yeah, it's great. I mean, they're here to make Miami better. You know, they're not here. They made a decision for themselves. But the minute they got here, they thought this would make this is a great opportunity for themselves. But the minute they got here, it's about Miami, and that's been amazing to me. Really selfless, really selfless.
Is there anyone who really stood out or anyone that surprised you? someone that did anything you didn't expect?
This is okay to talk about, right? Because it was
Nothing specific.
no, right. Huh?
No-
Okay. I thought Jessica Thomas started us off, just our motor. I mean, she just started us off, and really was our great response. She has a great response. You know, she's not going to let someone take something from her, and if that permeates through our team in a real positive way, we're going to be pretty good.
What have you seen from Zeta through the first?
I mean, it's hard. I mean, she's trying to rotate her in right now, and she actually got a little bit more opportunities, I think, in Europe and with the team than she's getting early on now. So physicality, she came in and gave us 2 rebounds right away. Oh, I can't say that. She came in and rebounded the ball right away. So she's gonna get there, but she's got a hurdle in terms of her experience as a freshman. She's just a normal freshman, and so the team was played together. We returned a lot of players. We added 2 kind of veteran freshmen, and so for her, I mean, as per a normal freshman, she's doing great.
Other than a scout and tuning, what's left to do in the next 10 days? What's the priority?
Yeah, our timing, because the physicality of the opponent changes your timing as well. And so that's where, things look really smooth against the practice squad or against each other, and then someone disrupts it, and then we stalled out a lot. So the timing of that, and then just we're not at our multiple defensive levels just yet. Offensively, I think we're pretty good. Defensively, we got to add some different schemes.
Do you have an idea of what your rotation is going to look like?
No, I mean, almost everybody's going to play. They really are. There's reasons for everybody to play, so that's fun. But the lineup portion of my job is going to be incredibly time-consuming. Like analyzing the game, watching the game one time, getting my thoughts, then watching, okay, who was at the point? Was Laura at the point? Was Jess at the point? Was Motley at the point? Was Shelly Woods at the point? 4 point guards, dealing with that. And then saying, okay, now what post combination is best? Do we go small or do we go double bigs? I mean, do you put Davenport and Hoff in together? If we can get there, that's going to be good for us. I mean, that's a great defensive rebounding team and but then does the offense slow down? So those are the things that we're just still working through. I would say 80% of yesterday, yes, we did. We had 4 of them. We can go small and really pick it up. So that's what's fun. I mean, I don't know, if everyone continues to play at the level we're playing right now, there's going to be a lot of second guessing by me after the game of maybe I should have, but that's great because that means you have a lot of options.
How do you feel about where the team was picked? You were picked pretty high in the...
Yeah, the thing about the ACC, and I think I got this right, I think there were 24 McDonald's All-Americans, and 9 of them are coming into our conference this year, 9 freshmen, and it might almost be half, it might be 12, 11, 9. So 9, supposedly, picking the all-freshman team this year is going to be harder than the all-conference team. Really, I mean, and I know these kids, they're very, very good. So we're excited about our freshmen, but, so is every team in the league. So that's what's hard to figure out is how to pick them. I think we return an all-conference player, first-team all-conference player, so you get a certain respect for that, and then you go, oh, they return the backcourt. The people that remembered Kiana Hayes voted us higher, and they should have. And the people that forgot about her voted us lower.
How does Kiana look to you? Is she ready to play now?
Yeah, I just had my meeting with her, let's put your goals out and everything else, and she's as confident as she's been. She's still not 100% back, but mentally she's right exactly where we need her to be. She can really flow, and she adds a lot to this team.
What does she exactly impact?
Her shot chart is, I can kind of start or end a play with her almost in every position, and that's very unique for she can be a double-double player, but she can play to 3. She can, if she's in the what we call get to the X's in our offense, if she's in the X that's normally occupied by the 2 guard, we don't have to stop and get her out of that spot. She can just flow through that and play and come off a ball screen when she's technically a 4. So that's where our flow is just amazing when she's on the court.
Do you have any insight from dealing with him from USAB or whatever? Do you have any insight on how Gino, the preseason #1,
Mm-hmm.
again, know it's just not going to resonate with his kids at all. They're not going to be fazed by it at all. But do you have any idea how a program, when you get to that point, deals with it's just automatic, what the expectation level is going to be?
Well, the one thing that I have a tremendous amount of respect for Gino is that I think he was there 7 years before he recruited and signed a McDonald's All-American. He first just found kids that he liked. He just liked that they were gritty, or he liked that they were smart, or they could pass. He stuck to what he thought, his opinion. And then eventually, his opinion was right, and then he got the ones that he wanted that had, but he never wavered on those initial qualities, which was a really high IQ, a really selfless way to play. And so I remember him kind of telling me that. As when I was the USA coach, he was the Olympic coach, and he came to trials. I was coaching 3 of his kids, but we had a real good conversation about that. Like, pick who you want to be around, and do it that way. And so that's helped, it's helped a lot. But they should be picked number 1, and the danger would be if someone didn't pick them number 1, because then they'd just destroy you.
Anything else for Coach? Thank you all.
Good to see you.